we focus on all the screaming and shouting. We just had it right now with the Oscars, right? Name me anyone who won an Oscar the other day. That's not Will Smith. Exactly. You don't know because we looked at the person screaming and shouting. We've got like a different way of sitting now because I feel like we're always kind of not looking at Callan, and now I'm not looking at you.
Yeah, rather than keep going.
Hey.
Now I feel like you're staring at me.
We are staring at you, but we're also staring at our viewers. So hi. Oh, you waved as well. You're waving at the wrong camera.
Oh yeah, look, the red one.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, obviously not long enough.
It's fine. It's fine. How has your week been? Let's go straight into it. Bang.
Week's been good actually. Well, good till yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
Let's just say technology's for younger people.
How old are you? I didn't even know this.
Do we include the birthdays in lockdown, or do we do what?
Yeah, we include all the birthdays. Come on. We're your age.
40.
40? That's all right.
Well, no, because obviously two of them was in lockdown, so I'm classifying myself as 38.
No, it's not true. So you're 40?
Yes.
How do you feel that? How did turning 40? What was that for your mental health?
Great.
Yeah,
it was perfect. Yeah, my ex-wife decided to divorce me on my actual birthday.
On your birthday, what a nice present.
Yeah, what a way to wake up, right? But yeah, anyway, not sore about that at all.
I can tell.
But no, it is, life is what it is what I've discovered in the last 2 years. You've got to take ups and downs as you go. Like recently, a friend of mine, in the last couple of days, has had a heart attack and died, younger than I am.
Okay.
Just kind of puts life in
perspective.
Yeah, pretty much. That you should enjoy each day. It's the famous one. You should live the day, but obviously life doesn't dictate that sometimes, right?
No.
So, but I did mess up yesterday, so I tried.
Here we
this
go.
is a complaint to Apple.
Oh, yeah, just in case you're watching Apple.
If you're watching, obviously, why wouldn't you be watching our podcast? I didn't want to pay the 79p for extra storage.
Oh, you should have done that.
Yes,
I would have done that for you. Do you need £1?
No, it was the principle.
No, it's not. What you've done is you made your life harder.
Yeah, because I tried to delete everything.
Uh-oh.
To give myself more storage.
No.
Realised I deleted a couple of things that I needed.
It's gone.
And then tried to back my phone up, and it hasn't backed up for the last 3 or 4 months.
What I'm just seeing is a lot of things going on here. That you were trying to save 79p.
Yep.
You lost loads of stuff.
Yep.
And you did no backups for 4 months.
Yep.
This sounds all of your fault.
But lucky for me, because obviously all the tracking, the pictures, everything I took of how many miles I've done.
Yeah.
Well, I was way behind.
Mm-hmm.
So I realised on the
Have you doctored it now? Have you just got someone in a tech person?
No.
Is this why you need your kids to do the tech stuff? You're like, how can you make me look like I've walked 1,000 now, 100 miles?
Well, basically, what I've worked out is the other people in the group,
yeah,
I couldn't work out. And it wasn't until someone in the group of the mind thing for the 100 miles.
Oh, you got your T-shirt on. I've just realised you've got your T-shirt on. You're good. You're good. I like this.
Product placement.
Well done.
It basically also been, because I was only tracking when I was specifically doing the miles for it.
Okay.
But what they were doing also were tracking like day-to-day life, walking around the house, walking around work. Mm-hmm. Once I realised that.
Yeah, you said this last week, actually. You did say.
Yeah.
You started tracking actually your steps throughout the whole course of the day instead of just doing that one going for a walk for 5 miles.
Yeah, so once I realised that, I realised I was actually a lot further. Till yesterday. When
you deleted everything.
Deleted everything. But what I did come across.
Oh, here we go.
Obviously, what I had also had is another app running in the background.
Yeah. It happens with Apple. You don't have to pay 79p for, so it's fine.
And it's called Sweatcoin.
Callan, you heard of Sweatcoin?
Only yesterday when Scott told me about it. It seems a pretty decent app, to be honest.
Okay, I've not heard this. Go on.
So basically what it is you get paid to walk.
What?
You earn coins and you can exchange it for all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff.
Basically, you have to walk from here to Mars to be able to afford a Mars bar.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Well, that doesn't sound as great now.
No.
Callan, can you find out how long it would take to walk to Mars? That'd be great. I would like to know.
If there's if I go on Google Maps and there's actually a time for it, I'm going to be really, really impressed.
You might have to fly to Mars. I don't think you can walk to Mars because I think that it's going to be quite difficult to walk to another planet as we don't have a bridge. But what is the mileage of Mars?
Are we also doing a separate one for the Brompton?
No, we're not doing a separate one. It's not here today. It's not here today.
In the snow.
It's snowing.
But anyway, I've done 2,307 steps.
Yes,
So
which is not a lot.
So even when I was doing the gym stuff, and
What is the time now? The time is 12:30.
Just because you've probably done how many? How many steps have you done?
11,180.
I can't say what I wanted to say on the mic.
It's 9K. That's what I've done. But I walked the dog. So for 6K, and then I was doing stuff around the house.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry. It's less me,
yes.
more you.
Obviously, if Sweatcoin wants to sponsor this, feel free. But anyway, in a good sense, it's getting you out there walking. So basically, I'm earning coins that I can exchange for stuff when I get a certain amount.
It sounds like a terrible Bitcoin situation.
No, but it's like you can donate it.
Okay.
So you can donate your coins. So like, there's a charity button on here. So as you're earning your coins, they'll put money to charity.
I like that.
So basically, in theory, not only have I raised money for Mind, whatever charity, so like I could do Ukraine charity, I can send it to them, whoever. Rainforest one's on here.
Baby owls.
So like 2 billion steps to get to save the children. 2 billion steps for saving the children. So other people can donate it.
I wonder how many steps I've ever done.
Did you say 2 billion?
That basically for the
Jesus.
It says 2 billion steps for saving the children.
Okay, I'm going to put something into perspective for you on this one. Okay, so the difference between a million and a billion.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put this down in seconds.
Yeah.
Do you know this?
No.
So in seconds, a million seconds is 11 days. Right?
That's a lot of steps.
Yeah. So 11 days. So a million seconds.
Anyway.
Do you know what a billion seconds are?
Go on.
33 years.
33.
In seconds. That's how different a million to a billion. You're like 2 billion. 2 billion steps.
Well, obviously what they're trying to do is get other members in there, not just me doing 2 billion steps. 100 miles.
Is this your new thing for April? Is this what you're doing? 2 billion steps?
No. So, yeah, 100 miles, just do 2 billion. No, basically, I used that app once I realised I had it. My kids kind of like showed me.
Because you're 40, so you didn't know.
I've actually done 103 miles, and that was yesterday. So even though I've done 2,000 steps today, and it's still March.
So 103 miles.
Done 103. So
do I have to give you 103 pounds? Is that right? Whatever it's counted today. We do cap it?
We did cap it at 100.
Right.
So
cool.
Not only have I messed my phone up and I've had to reset my apps, my banking stuff. It worked out because I've actually
all for 79p.
And I worked out.
Spend the money. Come on, it's fine.
Even for a year, it would have worked out less than 12 quid. For the hassle, honestly.
How quickly do you spend £12?
Exactly. That's kind of. I did have the hump yesterday. I'm not gonna lie.
Big time.
Massively.
He was not a happy Humpty Dumpty.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
I wish I'd spent and I think that's what Apple works on. The idiots like me, that's messed his phone up because it hasn't backed up, and even messages on WhatsApp, it gone back to 2000. Was it 2021 or something? Messages from there.
I think you said 20 actually.
Or was it 20?
I don't know, something like that.
Well, I'm gonna clap you. Well done. You did your challenge. So there you go. 100 miles.
So
there you go. Have you got a page that I can donate to, or just putting in your account?
It's put it in my account. No, I've actually got a it's on my Facebook. I'll send you the link.
Please send me the link because I will sponsor you tonight. Tell me.
Otherwise, I've only done £10.
What?
Yep.
That's all we've got.
Yep.
No, you haven't now.
No, obviously.
You got £110.
110. There was one girl. She managed to get nearly 2.5 grand.
Wow.
So she made up my bet.
Yeah.
I didn't raise.
She did.
But obviously, talking about mental health.
Yes. That's what we're here for.
So the next challenge, I've wanted to change it.
Dun dun dun. Okay.
The only reason being, the other night, obviously life's got a bit stressful with just general in life, which triggered my PTSD to the point where I was only asleep for an hour, woke up having flashbacks, and then my brain went off in a whole different tangent.
Okay.
But I found a guy, obviously just researching to try and help myself a little bit more. I thought, well, if I'm awake and I can't sleep, I might as well do some research. So I found a guy in America that is an ex-vet, bits and pieces. His insurance, it's not like the NHS out there, their insurance covers, but where he'd been out of the army for X amount of time, the insurance didn't cover, so forth. So he's had to kind of help himself. He's tried to kill himself a few times.
Okay.
But he's come up with, so he's done a combination, and I want to give it a go. I've got a few other people that are willing to give this a go with me to see if it actually helps. So scientifically, it's proven like flooding the room with a certain light can change your whole mood and your concept. And the guy has done, basically, he walks 15 minutes every day on a treadmill, not like you must do X amount of miles.
Yeah.
So he's doing it with an oxygen. So obviously oxygen helps your mental health, helps improve your pain, all that sort of stuff. So the walking's releasing a chemical. The oxygen's obviously helping him with his mental health. The light, the way the light is flooded in with certain colours into the room, and he's got a TV screen with certain things on it, which is obviously mapping or helping the brain relax. And he pretty much does it 15 minutes a day. And he reckons he's not cured himself, because obviously no one can ever put that stamp on there. But compared to where he was, to where he is now, he's a million miles away from where he was.
Yeah, he's kind of self-medicated in some sort of format.
Yeah.
And finding out what works for him.
So I want to give it a go.
Okay.
Because I think if we can get a combination of different people that are suffering from different things, from anxiety to, how simple would that be to help somebody while they're on the waiting list for the NHS? Because obviously NHS, since COVID, before COVID, they were overwhelmed. Now with obviously COVID and life and domestic abuse and all the different things that the world's chucking at you, I want to give it a go. I'm quite excited. I'd rather try that and chuck my money into something like that than jump out of a plane.
One size doesn't fit all, does it? And I feel like that's what you have to do, and what this guy has done is he's found out what works for him.
Yeah.
And do you reckon more people need to do that? Or can do that? You know what I mean? Yeah, again, it doesn't really work because one size doesn't fit all, so maybe that doesn't work for everyone.
But he's done, that's what I mean, he's done a combination. So there's treatment out there, I researched it. There's treatment for depression with oxygen treatment. There's treatment for light. So what he's done, he's taken a bit of everything and put it all together. So I'm saying, well, the light might be...
It's like a cake for mental health. You know what I mean? All the ingredients are in there.
It's such a clever idea.
Yeah.
He was in a bad way. He's obviously attempted to kill himself a few times, but he's got himself to the stage, which I think anybody that's gone through that dark time and is still here, you're one of the strongest people I know. You know, you've gone through the darkest. I can't describe to you how dark it got for me.
Yeah, do you, I've got some friends who've been in those places and stuff like that. Like, how dark was it for you? And
It was
look where you are right now.
Yeah.
Did you need that darkness to happen to be the person you're doing now? That person beforehand, would they be raising money for Mind? Would they be caring about, would they be doing a podcast? You know, if you didn't go through all this, did you need to?
I feel like I'm a better person.
Yeah.
It's like as if I'm on a journey. It's the only way. But if you'd asked me at the time when I was the darkest one, it didn't feel like a journey. It was the worst experience of my life, basically. It's not even like you can say it was, I call it the dark time because that's the only way people can understand light and dark, right? There was physically not even a pinhole of light at one point. It was literally, I didn't see any way out. There was, and it's not like when people say, oh, you're selfish, you've tried to kill yourself, you've done this, you've done that. It's not a case you want to kill yourself and don't be here tomorrow.
Isn't it in a sense that you want it to stop now?
It's like want to get off a ride.
Yeah.
You just want
it just
to
wants to
off.
stop.
Just need it to stop.
Yeah.
You just need that breather.
I think most people don't want to die forever. They just want it in that moment. It's to stop.
Like hit pause and get off. And sometimes, but the people that I want to, basically anybody that's been through that and that's going through that, you're one of the most strongest people that I can, I don't know how to explain it. It's the emotion that you have to go through, the strength that you have to pick yourself up, because no one's going to do it for you. Everyone says, that
You
they're
can ask for
there.
help.
You can ask for help, but they're never there all the time.
No.
They're never completely, because they're not inside your head.
No.
And by doing this combination, this is what I really, if I can help just 2 people not do something stupid, just by doing lights and a bit of oxygen and a treadmill and a TV, then I think fair play. If that can be used, and obviously I know we're trying to do Scott's challenge, and
Would that have helped you in your dark time? Could you have, or does it
I
have
would
to?
100%.
Do you
give it
already
a
have
go.
to? Because if you noticed, the guy had already been in this dark place, and then now he's at that place that he can figure out now not to get back there. Can you do those sort of precautionary things if you're in that dark place, or is it too late? You have to come through the other side.
No, I think, obviously, if somebody had said to me, give it a go, I would have done anything. If you said, here's like the Matrix, here's a tablet, it will solve the problem, I would have done it. I would have done anything to stop the feeling, the voices, or whatever you want to call it in your head, the whole emotional feeling. I would have tried anything. And at that point, if you said to me, jump out of the plane, it will stop. So the moment you hit that floor, on that parachute, it will stop. You'll be back to where you was before your life went to complete crap. And the emotions, I would have done it. I would have done anything at that point. And I think if it's as simple as letting somebody come and use it, it's there.
What was the next step for you?
What for
When you were in the lowest, you said there wasn't any light. What was the light?
So basically, I used, obviously, when I built myself, obviously, that gym, keeping myself like yourself, keep yourself occupied, doing little things. I didn't realise, even like having a bonfire in a garden, getting rid of the scrap wood and bits and pieces just by burning it. Even looking and hearing the crackling of the wood, just to lose my mind, like train of thought, and the rest of the world doesn't exist. That's why the gym works so well for me, because I literally, when I go in, I don't pick my phone up, I don't answer to anyone. I can go into my own little world, and all the crap that's going on with relationships, debt, money, everything like the normal that depresses people just didn't exist. And I would stay there till I felt well enough. I think, well enough that I could face the world again. And the combination of doing little bits and listening to other people's journeys and helping other people helped me see that there was a pinhole. Like a friend of mine, which she did, well, I won't mention her name. She basically sent me a message saying, Scott, you saved my life. By your podcast, stopped her doing, she was about to do something stupid. But by knowing that she knows me as a person, what I've gone through, and be willing to stand up in front of a camera and admit, I'm broken. And I'm asking for help. That kind of started a chain reaction that she then asked for help. And now she's helping other people because she's been through that dark bit. She's come out stronger. It's taken me, 3 years to get to this point. But I'm stronger now. I feel like I'm calmer. I feel like I'm a better person, or a better version of myself. But would you say to me, did I need to go through that dark bit? Yeah. At the time, I'd have begged you not to put me there. Like now, I'm so determined not to go back there. The only thing that really keeps me going is my kids. The only reason at one point I didn't go, right, give me a gun, give me a tablet, give me whatever, is all I'm doing is keeping that chain reaction going with my kids.
I want to change that, and that it's you as well.
Yes,
that you are the
they
person.
use them as a strength.
Yeah,
in order
I
to
think
get
that's
my
great.
head in the right place.
It's a good holding place if you ever do rock climbing. You know what I mean? It's a good place that you feel like, right, that's where I feel safe, and that's where I'm going to be.
That was my anchor, if that
Amazing.
makes sense, to keep me, that I didn't fall any further in the dark. Well, my children were my anchor to make sure. At one point, it was a purpose to get up each morning. Was to, okay, you're doing this for your kids.
Distraction.
It was like the start of the thing. Then it's, okay, you're doing it for your kids. You're also now doing it for myself. I'm also now, not only am I just doing it for my kids, myself, I'm doing it for anybody else that's been where I am. And if I had someone like myself that I could have turned to, or just gone and knocked on that shed door, can I use your blue light for a minute? Mate, come in. I will never turn anybody away.
People find it very hard to ask for help.
And that's the bit that I just want to, like I've got a friend now that's suffering in bits and pieces. I said to him, just come to the gym. We're going to the gym tonight. And what we'll do is we'll just take the piss out of each other. And that's what we do. We take the piss out of each other to the point of it makes you feel better. But we don't mean anything by it, but it's just who we are together. And then we'll take the piss out of each other, and then we'll go back to something serious. And then I'll go, well, I can only give you from what I've experienced. But then you do the combination, and before you know where you are, you've done all the exercises, you've got the blood pumping, the chemicals releasing from the endorphins, and you see that world that little bit, we're like 0.1% better than when you went in. If you keep adding 0.1% on, eventually you're going to get to 1%, then you're going to get to 2%. And before you know where you are...
You're at Mars.
Well, have you actually even found that bit out yet? Because my mental health now needs to go to Mars.
No, I haven't. But can you do me a favour? Can you sort that TV out?
Oh, there you go. If I
I
was
don't know why it's
Mac-
on it. It was supposed to be on 3 hours.
There we go.
No sleep, but
It's
obviously that doesn't work.
Maybe Fires was always here, just
Fires
looking.
probably click that button. But if you had to ask me if I was at minus 100 in my dark, I would say I'm probably a good 60, 70% in the light now.
Wow.
Not that I don't have bad days, because obviously perfect example.
You tell us straight away that you've had a bad day. It's the first thing you want to tell us, actually.
But
I like that, because that's we know where we stand. I don't mind when people tell me about what's bad going on, even though if I find it like a bit whingy or stuff like that, because I do it all the time. But then I'm like, cool, I know where I stand. I know where I need to help you or don't need to help you, whatever. If I ask you, how are you? And you go, yeah, I'm okay. You give me nothing.
But
I'm more worried.
Most men, right, and I've noticed it, if I've asked, like, I text my mates in bits and pieces.
Yeah, they
like
don't want to be a burden. You know what
all
that's
you
like.
get back is, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, of
And
course.
you know full well by some of the quotes on their Instagrams, their Facebooks.
You undo the jar, though. You can't put it back
But
on.
men,
You know?
men are the worst.
Yeah, well, there's only two to, yeah, but, you know, yeah. Well, to be honest, with guys, right, there's either two types, right? There's one that just says everything and the one that says nothing, right? And then nothing in the middle. That's what we're like. It's either all or nothing. We can't do anything else.
I don't feel like I should have to lie anymore. If you're having a shit day, you're having a shit day, right?
Yeah.
It's what it is. It is.
Callan, are you having a good day?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm okay.
now he's been put on the spot.
No, it's all right.
Such a
good,
bloke,
good as it can be.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
That was quite a...
I like that. It's fine. It's content.
Was it sarcasm or not?
No, it's fine.
You sarcastic, never.
Who knows?
But no, I think people deal with it in a different way. And I think if you ask me, I'd rather... No, I'm not good.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But sometimes I feel like moaning helps.
Wait a minute. Well, that's what you like to do.
But you get what I mean?
You're
Like
quite
when
good
you
at
go,
it.
no, I've had a shit day.
I'm good at ranting. Like, I rant like crazy. I feel sorry for my housemate. We're talking about fears and irrational fears. Do you have any fears? What are your fears?
Heights.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. I didn't used to. As a child, I'd climb trees, I'd jump thing, and all of a sudden...
Something happened. What happened?
And I couldn't tell you. Like, getting on a plane, I used to be able to fly. I know what triggered me on why I don't like flying, is I flew to Miami.
Yeah.
Everything's great. Mum was asleep, my sister was asleep. And obviously I picked up on the fact that my dad didn't like flying. And then we hit turbulence.
And so there's a person who doesn't like flying. You didn't have that fear yourself. Someone else, then turbulence happens, but their fear kind of transferred to you?
Well, the whole plane, put it this way, the pilot, when we come through it, the plane was literally up, and it wasn't like a little bit of turbulence. This was like massive. And then even the pilot said, I've never flown through that before. I was like, what? And obviously, literally, me and my dad are hanging on to each other. Then I realised there's other people on the plane that are like terrified, thinking we were about to die.
Yeah.
And there's my mum and my sister, still fast asleep, like there's nothing.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I couldn't care less.
And then, I just...
I was on a plane yesterday, and the turbulence was, I would say, relatively quite bad. And I'm like, okay. I'm weird, though, because I just feel when those things happen, it's a control thing. Yeah. You don't have any control.
If I was driving,
yeah,
I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly
you don't have any
fine.
Control.
Like, I don't like being a passenger in a car.
Oh, you're one of those, are you?
Hate it. Not like I'm a backseat driver. It's just, you're obviously...
You want to be in control.
Yeah. It is. With certain things with mental health and PTSD, it's taken me a long time to realise that you control, or you try to control your environment.
All I can do is hear my stomach rumbling. I've not had any breakfast, so I do apologise for that.
So that's not good for your mental health neither.
Is it not? What do you mean?
Well, if you're not eating,
No, I'm just not a breakfast person.
but it's now 5-1,
Yes, that is true.
and you text me at 2 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, okay.
So what time were you calling lunchtime then?
I don't know, like 2?
So when was the last time you were eating?
I don't know, like 16 hours ago?
Wow,
Oh, what?
that is impressive. I've got some food over there if you want it.
Okay, I know. Okay, what is it?
I got some chicken satays and some mango chutney.
Oh, wow. good
Yeah,
for you.
just part
And
of
he's
my
also
cart meal
got
deal.
some-
But I'm willing to give it to you, Dan. If you,
That's very sweet of you. I'd have to only eat
if
the
you're
mango chutney
struggling.
because I'm also a vegetarian, so of course I am.
No,
you're
we
one
don't-
of them.
Don't do any of that,
Why
mate.
have I never known that you're a vegetarian?
Could you not guess? Because actually, to be honest, I haven't said it. In how many episodes you've done? I've not said that.
So hang on.
Yeah.
So why do you?
What?
Why are you doing that to save the planet, or
No.
why a vegetarian?
Just eating meat for a long time, so I just decided not to for a little while. It's
Do you
fine.
not miss a nice cheeseburger
No. Why?
and a nice roast dinner?
No, I don't like roast dinners anyway. People are
Oh,
going to get really upset
really?
about that. Yeah, no,
Come on,
no, I wasn't
why?
brought up in roast dinners. I'm from the Caribbean, man. We're not.
Oh
we're
yeah.
not-
So
no
okay.
roast dinner
So what
people.
was you brought up on them?
But you know what? Like just food that my mum cooks, whatever. Like a lot of potatoes, a lot of veg and stuff like that. You know, we like cakes and we used to make those when we were kids and stuff like that. But like, it wasn't that I didn't eat meat as a child because of course I did. I had chicken and stuff like that. But my mum didn't really like beef or lamb or those sort of things. So we never had that. We never went out for a meal ever. So whatever was cooked in the house is what we ate. There was no like, oh, what are you having for dinner tonight? No, this is what you're having. Eat it. But there was just loads of things that my parents didn't eat, so I just didn't eat. And then 4 or 5 years ago, I just decided that I wasn't going to eat any meat anymore. I occasionally eat fish. I will eat crustaceans and stuff because I slightly think about them a bit differently. They're like prawns and scallops and stuff like that. I feel like they're a bit different, but I'm not trying to save the planet. I'm not trying to make anything better because I actually think that we need people to do everything. I think we need people who are meat eaters, pescatarians. We need people who are vegans. We need vegetarians.
I know I'm
We need
putting you on
everyone.
the spot.
Yeah.
What do you think of vegans?
I think anyone should be able to do whatever they want. I think if we put people into boxes of just that's what they are, it's like just like what do you think of black people? Like it's not the same. It's
Right.
you know what I mean? Like everyone is completely individual. And when it comes to veganism, all we see is people who are screaming and shouting, not the quiet vegans who are just getting on with their life. We focus on all the screaming and shouting. We just had it right now with the Oscars, right? Name me anyone who won an Oscar the other day. That's not Will Smith. Exactly. You don't know because we looked at the person
he's got
screaming
a
and
point.
shouting.
That
We're
has got
looking
a
at
good
people
point.
screaming and shouting. We're not commending. I think it was a second time in a row that the Oscar was given to a female director. We're not saying stuff about that. There was so much diversity that we're not saying anything about that. We're talking about one thing. Like I don't want to talk about it, but we're talking about one thing, and it's crazy. Do you know how many awards there are? There's literally about 50 to 60 awards at a ceremony. We only know one story. Why? Because we focus on
Misery.
No, we focus on the loudest person talking. I say this all the time. If you walk into a room and there's 100 people in the room, I guarantee you know who the most horrible person who gets under your skin is and their name and everything about them before you know the nicest person in the room, the person who will do the best for you, who will look after you, who will always be there. I bet you don't know their name, and I bet you won't know their name for ages because everyone focuses on the person they don't like the most. And we need to change that around. We do it to ourselves. I swear, most of the things that's happening right now in our lives and the things that we look at, we do to ourselves. I said it on my social media. I was like, oh, I've got, loads of issues about what I look like and all this stuff, and I change what I look like, blah, blah, blah. We're literally doing it to ourselves.
Yeah, we are our own worst critics. That was half my own problem. It was not even self-doubt. It's always you're expecting, like I was always chasing money. Always wanting to be a millionaire.
All I can see is you just like 5 of us down the road. You're like, come
oh,
here.
I've tried all sorts of businesses. I've done
just chasing the money. Come back.
but it's not till you realise.
But that's not how you make money.
If to me, COVID, and I know obviously the rest of the world won't agree with this, COVID did a good thing to me in my life. It made me...
Only because you didn't lose loads of people in your life. To anyone else who lost, their grandparents or lost someone who's vulnerable and stuff like that, it means so much. But for some people, actually, COVID was a good time because they got to flex their muscles in different ways. No pun intended.
Yeah. So obviously, I have lost family members to COVID at the beginning, but in the sense of for my own personal bit of, it made me take a step back when obviously it was like the world went on pause. Then realised
That's why you're 38.
like for my kids and bits and pieces, it was like, hang on, I've been working and out, and I was never at home. To the point they actually turned around and said to me, Dad, why have you never done this before? Why have you never done cooking with us before? Why have you never spent this amount of time with us before? And it
You didn't need to.
life just,
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
too
as if
busy.
you just busy. It was, I've now can see it in a different concept, if that makes sense. It's not all about, as long as the bills are paid, you don't need to have millions and millions of pounds.
Money is relative, and no matter how much money you earn, you can talk to people who own this channel and all that stuff like that. Like, no matter how much money you earn, it's never enough.
No.
Your taste gets more expensive. You want better clothes, better
You
car,
don't end up
better
spending
house,
it, right?
better whatever. Of course you do.
Like where I've got a van now, if I
Yeah.
had lots of money, I'd have probably 3 or 4 cars.
Yeah.
But
Do you need them?
No.
No. It's a status symbol.
Yeah.
Money is a status symbol. Having that nice car, having that nice house, going on those nice holidays. It's just an all show off thing. I honestly don't post on social media for many, many reasons because I feel like in the end I'm just making other people feel crap.
Talking of, what was her name? Callum, we wanted to bring this up, didn't we? Talking about you post on social
Oh,
media.
what?
Yeah.
You on about Oscars? What you just mentioned?
No, the woman that we want to know the relationship.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to biggest fan who obviously I've been messaging directly on
I already know who you're going to say.
Instagram, Bernie Can.
Yeah, Bernie Canning. Yeah. She's
Did
a teacher.
My theory?
It's actually me in disguise. I just post a lot. I just post under a pseudonym.
My theory behind it
Yeah, so we go.
is that
She's
she
gonna
was
love
a
the
teacher.
fact.
She was a teacher working at your school when you were a teacher.
No, she's going to love the fact you're talking about her. It's funny.
Good. She deserves a shout out.
Yeah,
She's sharing everything.
Very, very supportive. She does. She'll share and support anything that I do, and anyone that I do anything with, she'll
Pretty
support them
much.
as well. Yeah, so she is a teacher. She was a fan. She was a fan when I was on X Factor. I didn't know her before. I knew her youngest kid, Jess. From Star Maker. I was at a theatre company. Now, every single person I pretty much know in my life was at this theatre company, Star Maker, which led to other theatre companies. There's BTS, which is now one of the biggest theatre companies in Reading, and just doing so much. And then another huge theatre company called Rabble, which I'm a trustee for. But like in the end, like this woman Bernie is just super like supportive of all the work I do. And she just
She has
shares
definitely got to
everything.
be one of your number one fan, right?
Yeah,
Literally. If you give that
she's
title
been there
to-
for she's been there for the longest, like consistently. Yeah,
'cause to the point, Callan, what did she message you the other day?
Oh, on Monday,
Yeah.
just asking where the podcast was.
Yeah, she wanted to know where the podcast was.
where was it, Callum? Where was it?
I had a problem uploading. Put it that way.
She's impatient.
But
She's
she
like,
wanted that. Yeah,
she wanted it.
fair play to
Yeah,
her.
well done.
We're guaranteed, no matter what happens,
Mm-hmm.
when we do this podcast, we know we're definitely going to get one like and one
Yeah.
share. No matter which way we go,
Hey, I
it
like
could be
it.
the worst
I always
podcast in
like
the world.
it. I like it. I did some stuff on my podcast that will help, and we did a thing about liking people's content, because just because you watch it, there's some things I watch on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and whatever, and people don't like it.
Because obviously, getting back to what we want, obviously, I said to you, we've got 42 subscribers.
Yeah,
I want more.
of course you do.
I want more. I'm greedy. I want more.
Well, if you want to subscribe, as Scott's saying, all you have to do is just press the button, subscribe. And then it's easy. And then
Once-
every time we drop one of these, it's just there. You don't even have to worry about it. It's in your box.
in your box.
It's in,
in the box.
it's in your box. That could be a new little thing. You know, when people used to slide into people's DMs, we just want people in the box.
In the
We want your box.
Oh, we've had also.
Depends what box you're talking about, really.
The
doesn't
box
it?
to press subscribe. What are you talking about, Callan?
hang on.
No,
We-
my mind works differently to yours.
Yeah. Of course. Oh, what are you showing me now? Oh, here we go.
You know, obviously, what we did in the last one.
Yes. See, I'm not shouting this because I'm not well, but
She's in the building.
Red Pillow! That's from Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for watching. That's nice. That means people are watching.
That means people are watching.
Yeah.
But it's surprising me that certain people that are watching.
Yeah, someone said to me in the pub the other day. They were like, "Oh yeah, I watched it the other day."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I was
So
like,
we are
"Thanks."
actually getting it. So obviously, rather than just
We're right at the
watch-
beginning. This is our beginning stuff. Like, honestly, we'll look back at this and be like, "Oh my god, what were we wearing?"
So, all right, okay, let's set ourselves a target.
Okay, what's the target?
So it's the 31st of March.
Yep.
So if we went for the 1st of January,
Okay.
how many subscribers do we want?
You want to go to the 1st of January next year?
Yeah.
Okay. How many do you want?
Yeah.
1,000.
Well, I wanted like 100, but we'll go with 1,000.
But
I
if
don't
we
want to change the URL.
if we haven't got 1,000 by next year, we're doing something wrong. So yeah,
You're the one who's advising me on this. So
Let's
if
do it.
anybody's got any complaints about how this is set up, he's my advisor.
I've changed the position. I've got complaints ready. I keep on saying like part of you and part of the crane and thing. We'll work this out. But we're making everything up. We don't know what we're doing, and that's fine. I'm okay with that because we're trying stuff out. I don't want it to be normal and the same stuff all the time. There always will be something completely random, especially what comes out of my mouth.
And also, just to put the shout out there, if anybody works for the co-op quite high up, could somebody come back to me? Because we just want to help someone and buy their shopping for them. But obviously, we need permission.
You're giving away our
Just
trade secrets. What are you talking about?
I get it's a lot of red tape, but oh my God.
I know, it takes time. But all you have to do is get the yes, and then you can do it.
Also,
Yes.
I discovered, because obviously I went to One Stop in the high street. And thought, who owns One Stop?
I don't know. Who owns One Stop?
I mean, I can tell you the answer, but that was only because of convo with Scott yesterday, so I will let him reveal it.
Is it Nicola Sturgeon?
Nicola Sturgeon.
I had to go into a club and that was a
Dave
code
round the
word.
corner
Yeah.
from the ball.
Yeah, it's fine. Who owns it?
Tesco's. It's
Oh,
another-
really?
Did you? No,
No.
I had no idea.
Clever.
That's clever, right?
Yeah.
It's on your doorstep. You didn't even know it was Tesco's.
Yeah. So you're like, oh, I won't shop at Tesco's, but you're at One Stop every day.
I don't like Tesco stuff. But you're actually, it wasn't until, obviously, we had a conversation with Callan yesterday. And I'm thinking, well, it must mostly, like mental health and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Sometimes it must be actually in your head because I didn't like Tesco's. But I'm actually at One Stop every day. And it wasn't until...
What a weird thing not to like.
Why?
No, it's
What's
a
your
bit like-
beef with Tesco?
I've got no beef with them.
Have they
Well,
got no
actually,
beef?
yeah. You know,
Do they have no beef?
No, it's, the beef is the meat's rubbish.
I've got no beef.
The beef
Actually,
is the
what
beef
I've
is
got,
rubbish.
the beef is rubbish.
No, honestly, that's not that like the Walker's Crisp because it's Walker's Crisp no matter wherever store you go to.
Yeah.
Like Morrison's, you can buy their meat and it won't be gone off the following day.
Are you trying to
To be
just
fair,
go,
I've never had that issue at Tesco, mate. I mean, you
Yeah,
must
me
be buying
neither.
reduced.
No, like when you do
reduced
the
stuff.
online order,
Yeah.
we're not getting sponsored by Tesco
online
now.
order. Yeah, they give
Yeah,
you the
but
first
that's-
packet.
come
That's
on.
And it's
that's
like literally-
part and
No, but
parcel
they
of
have
it,
to
really.
do that.
no, because I was planning on having a roast on the Sunday. And
Put
I've
it in
ordered
the
for Monday.
freezer.
Yeah, well,
See?
That would make-
We should be there just helping your life.
We should be there to support you with your shopping.
We're like, hi, Scott.
I
We're
need
here
a
to support
personal
you.
shopper. But no, but who in their right mind? Come on, who gives you something that's going to run out less than 24 hours later?
They have to because that's how you get rid of food.
yeah,
They
he's
won't
not
give you the old. They won't give you the
Right.
stuff that's
But
going to be
Sainsbury's
that.
don't do that.
Yeah,
Morrison's don't
all
do
of
that.
them do it.
They all have to do
All of
that.
them
Or have
do
I
it.
just been lucky then?
You've just been lucky with those.
Oh,
Say sorry to Tesco's now. Come on.
sorry.
Yeah, we might get might get One Stop to sponsor us,
Yeah,
but not
I
anymore.
remember years ago when I was at uni, I had a trial shift at Audi, and they were saying about the bread, pulling all the bread, the
Yeah.
old bread forward. They do it with everything.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
Obviously, you're trying to get rid of the old stock, otherwise it's just going to go in a bin.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want food wastage.
No, I
There's so
get
many
that,
people
but
that don't
just
have food.
Give it to
No, stop doing
Callum
online
have
shopping.
it.
Get down the shop.
Yeah, let me have it.
Get down
Callum
the
can
shop.
have it and give me the
Jesus.
fresh stuff that's at the back. That's got
I'll
like
have
old
it,
meat.
mate. Straight in the freezer.
You're just trying to think.
That's exactly what I do now. Anytime I order meat, I have to put it straight in the freezer because I've left it before in the fridge. And yeah, it didn't smell too nice.
Right, before I die of starvation, what is the plan? Oh, well done anyway for doing your 100+ miles as well. That's incredible. I will be sending some money. We'll have the link below. If you do want to give more than, I don't know, you can give 79p for his storage. But if you do want to give to Scott's charity, he'll put the link below. Well, Callum will anyway. You won't do it because it's technology. So
Yeah, so obviously next month,
yep.
obviously if anyone's watching this podcast and can add to the idea
Or listening.
that can add to this idea about the lights and everything like that, there's another bit that they've tried and works that we could put in this combo, step up, come and talk to me, send a message to the channel. Because I think if that could be that simple, not that it's that simple, because obviously it's a combination of stuff.
Yeah.
But I would like to give it a go. That's what I'm going to aim for next month.
That sounds good. I'm not going to do it, but I want to hear how it goes.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Because I don't know if I'm so busy.
For anything that could 15 minutes.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like at this moment I'm okay. Like I'm in a good space.
You're in good space.
Yeah, I'm in a good space. I've got lovely friends and family around, and I've got like a good work team. You guys, of course, you know, and
I thought we were already included in that friends bit, but I see how it
did
is.
you see? Notice he changed that to work team, but okay. Let's make sure he gets food.
Look, take the compliment. All right, come on, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm interested to see what your journey is on this one. That'd be really cool. I want to break that down. If we're both doing it, and we're both talking about, but I want to see what your journey is with it.
Yeah, I've got a couple of other people that I've spoken to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a go to see what helps them.
What motivation can you give me to go to the gym that I've paid for the last 3 months and not gone once?
You are lazy.
Thanks.
And also, one thing you...
Why would you pay for something you're not using? That's madness.
I don't know. Everyone does it, though.
But you could have given that... If you're not going to do it, you could have given that money to a charity.
I'll give the money to a charity, too.
Now I'll get your words of wisdom from both of you as well.
Well, I definitely need to go to the gym.
Words of wisdom. Don't waste your money. Go to the gym. If
it's literally now into the 4th month now.
That's a bit like paying for a mobile phone contract, but having it switched off all the time.
Good for your mental health.
But okay, if you're perfect where you're on a journey, I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Doing that little bit of gym regularly will take you to the next level.
I do run,
So if you're at level 10 now, the time you do a little bit more...
I do run.
Right?
Yeah.
So what did you join the gym for?
Because I was going, and then
what was the purpose?
And then I got COVID, so then I stopped going. I don't know. Why not? Everyone just does it. So just have a gym membership.
So you're being a sheep.
Oh yeah, 100%. Do you not know me? I'm totally a sheep.
So what gym did you join?
Pure.
What, Calcott?
Yeah.
Mate, it's literally on your doorstep.
I'm not saying it's not about not going. After I've run like 5-10K, I'm like, well...
So why don't you do the gym, then do the 5-10K on the way back?
Because I won't be able to sustain doing a day. I'll be exhausted. You've only walked 200 steps today, so it's fine.
2,000.
I knew you were going to pick me up on that one. It's fine. It's cool. Yeah, words of wisdom for me is probably to not waste money and go to the gym.
Gym will help your mental health. It's proven.
But so does running. I just haven't got... Right now, I find it quite hard to do both, but to be in and out of the gym situation, because sometimes I just go and I go, right, I've got an injury in my knee, so I'm just going to go to the gym. But then if I don't have the injury, I'll go running. But you're not on and off all the time. You know what I mean? You just want to always be there. It's a screensaver.
Okay, hang on a second. Just because obviously we've done the words of wisdom. Callan.
Yeah, what's yours?
What's yours?
Oh,
I know, we're on the spot there.
This is the issue, because you lot would have obviously been thinking about it for the whole week.
And now we just put you on the spot. What have you got words of wisdom for us? There might be something for us.
I guess just keep plodding along, doing your thing. Just be basic like that.
What we're gonna have next week?
Just keep focused on where you are. I heard a good thing the other day. Like be like a racehorse. You know, a racehorse has got the thing on his face, so you can only see in front of it. Don't get distracted by anything that's
there.
Going
you go. In the end, we got there. In the end, we got there. Focus.
What are you, The Rock?
Focus.
Focus.
Focus. Anyway, I want you to keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
I guarantee if that was The Rock, right, he would never have done that.
No chance.
Never.
Wait.
No chance.
He did with The Rock. Chris Rock.
Yeah. No, but we all know that if that was The Rock that took the mickey out of that, there's no way Will Smith would have went up and slept him.
Slept him?
Slapped.
It's just one of them ones, though, isn't it? Where Jada probably looked at him like, if you don't do anything now.
Well, he laughed.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't do anything
he laughed
now,
at the joke.
Then that's it. Our relationship's done. That's probably how he thought. He thought he had to do something.
Of course he did. It's like most men, innit? They only do half the things because they think they're sticking up for their woman.
Why would you stick up for her, though? I know she's a mother of kids, but she's openly admitted.
Mate, that's exactly
the
what it is.
entanglement situation with August Asinia, whatever his
No matter which way you put
yeah,
it,
but
she's
at least she's admitted it. He hasn't.
No, but she admitted, and obviously August admitted that he gave him consent, and that if
but
Will
it's
was okay with
complicated.
it, he
It's
would just let it
complicated.
slide. It's
Life is
weird.
complicated, and trust me.
That's like a bit underplaying it.
Nah,
that's
I
a
think
bit
you
too
still-
complicated.
I think you might just say a woman of your, you know, the woman of your kids and stuff like that. But like, if they're still in your life, I feel like you just, I don't know. There's a situation the game that you have to play in relationships, and you've got to go back home with your partner. So you might need to defend. I'm not saying anything about defending in a
Which
sense
is
of
good
thing.
for your
You
mental
can-
health, right?
You can do it. You can do it for a conversation. But yeah, let's not talk about it. Everyone else is talking about it. Scott.
Right,
I love
you. I'm gonna. So next week.
No, but I love you. You didn't say it back. I feel bad.
I love you too, man.
That's fine. It's fine.
Do we say it to Callan?
Cameron, I like you.
I don't care. I'm going to be here either way.
He doesn't.
so
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't.
hate me or love me. I'm going to be here.
No, man. How
It's
can
like
you
a
not?
bad
Bother me.
penny, right?
It's fine. No. Of course. None of
I'm
this
joking,
happens
I love
without
you
him.
too.
Thanks, man. None of this happens without all of us. You know what I mean? Especially you two. I just rock along and trying to wear different clothes that I haven't worn before. So I do think about that a lot.
Do you know what? I've just realised that
What?
you wear a different outfit every time, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Are you one of them ones that you can only wear
Yes.
something once?
No.
and you have to throw
No,
it?
but on camera,
No.
right? We need to get pictures done of each, like an outfit he's in, so that I can catch him out. The moment he wears something, it's now going to mess with his head.
You're not
Well,
gonna-
I must admit, I've seen those Converse before.
Oh, the Converse are fine. They're like
Converse,
these are old Converse. I was wearing them in the desert yesterday, so it's fine.
Someone like you, I'm sure you could afford a brand new pair, Dan.
I do. I have like loads of box fresh ones. But these are my dog walking jeans, and these are my dog walking
She
trainers.
didn't
right
even
now.
dress up for the occasion.
I put a shirt on. I put some CK1 on.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, old school.
Okay, well,
Nice.
Yeah, smells
not, a
nice.
Duke, not a Duke man, man.
No.
I'm
Well, I'm
a
not.
Ralph Lauren red kind of guy.
I'm not 40, so
I'm only 38.
you're not. It's fine. Your phone's going. We should go. Thanks, Scott.
Oh, talking about mental health, it's my daughter.
There you go. Perfect. Take it then. We'll see you next time.
Cheers, guys.
See you later.